Hey guys, Tang with Fox Airsoft here. Today's video is going to be about the all-new Lancer Tactical Rhino 50DS by Chiappa. Now before we start though, I would like to mention on our website, if you're new to the game, be sure to check out our starter kit section. We can get you set up with everything you need to get started. Less hassle, save a few bucks, and get you everything you need to get out there and play. All right, let's talk about this revolver here. So this is a new product from Lancer Tactical. First of its kind, being that it's licensed. So that has partnership with a company called Chiappa, which makes some really unique firearms out of Italy. Now the revolver itself is a 357 Magnum that is a 6-shot. It looks crazy and not like your conventional revolver at all. So I'll start with the main reason or the main difference here. First, you have a very low bore axis. So on the real revolver, the idea is the lower the bore, the less recoil that's transmitted to the shooter. So what you have here is, even though it's a 357 Magnum revolver, on the real thing, you should get very low impulse or muzzle flip because it's so low. On Airsoft, this is more like for looks, so this is probably going to appeal for you guys that want something a little bit more unique. So this is a premium revolver made by Lancer Tactical in conjunction with a big OEM for revolvers, and then also with license from Chiappa in Italy. I'm told that these are actually assembled and hand-checked by Chiappa in Italy. So although the parts are made elsewhere, they're built in-house by Chiappa themselves and then brought here to us to offer for you. There's a black with a silver cylinder, and one of my other hand is the silver with black cylinder. These are limited runs. They are limited to 500 pieces of each model in the US. So if you like what you see, you better snag these up quickly. All right, let's talk about the gun itself. It is a double action, single action revolver. Heavy trigger pull.
That is heavy.
You're out. Even on single action, this is kind of heavy for what it is. The sights are adjustable. At least the rear is height adjustable as well as windage. These are fiber optic. You have green fiber optic vials on the rear and a red in the front, so very high contrast sights. The hammer is a very wide and low profile snag-free design. You also have the safety behind here, which locks the entire mechanism. The safety can be engaged or disengage whether or not the hammer is cocked. When you cock the hammer, a cocked hammer indicator pops up. It's this orange or reddish dot here that protrudes from the frame when the hammer is cocked. When you fire it, it'll drop. Other than that, you have an easy to reach lever here, which pops open the cylinder. Unlike most where you have to push or pull all the way up here, this one's closer to where your thumb would end up anyway, so most people's hands should be able to reach that. The CO2 is stored in the grip. These are wide fake wood. They're designed to look like the target grips on the real revolver there, and they pop open just like any other CO2 revolver. It's a clamshell, and then there's a big Allen key at the bottom so that you can load up that CO2. The trigger is very wide, so it's very pleasant to handle, unlike most where it's kind of dainty and pointy. You also have a Picatinny rail here, so you can add an accessory. The shells themselves look very familiar. These are the same kinds that you can find on many brand revolvers, namely Win Gun, ASG, anyone that makes revolvers with these guys. The shells are pretty common, so that's a nice plus. Nothing proprietary here. The black and silver one is no different. Very nice build quality. If I didn't mention it, these are full metal revolvers, and they're very heavy. I'd venture they're above 3 pounds, which is heavier than most airsoft guns. I have to note though that when you get the gun in the case, there's some goo on some of these guns that I saw, and that's probably from the foam in the case. So nothing wrong with the gun per se, just kind of a little annoying, so you might have to clean that off. Speaking of which, for the money You are paying a lot for this gun, but you get the full treatment here. So you get a firearm case that's similar to what you would get when you buy a real Chiappa. Inside is a foam padded standard case. You do get some limited edition stuff with your Chiappa here. There's a certificate of authenticity, a warranty card, limited edition patch and swag, and so on. You also have a moon clip so you can drop those shells in easier. So all in all, if you're a player that wants to find something a little bit different for a sidearm, maybe you're a collector, or you want something that looks like something straight out of anime or something, this is probably one of the coolest guns you can get right now. Definitely for what you pay, solid piece there. There's like no rattles or anything, and everything seems well put together. When you're using the shell ejector, when you're dumping the shells, don't press it so fast. Sometimes it overrides and then gets one shell stuck in there. And you just have to finagle it out. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. That does it for me today. If you like what you see, be sure to comment below. Follow us, like us, subscribe to our channel. We love seeing your comments and also suggestions. Anything else you want to see, just let us know. I'm Tank from Fox Airsoft. I'll see you guys later.